coffee mug. Looks pretty straightforward. There's a little complexity with this thing though, the handle. So let's give it a shot. Here's another design, more of a teacup. This is another one I did. Kind of like that idea. Anywho, all right, let's go ahead and see if we can do one. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new Heart Studio. You're just going to open up a new design file, and let's go to the top view, and let's do a sketch on the top view. All right, so looking down at top view, let's go and make the. We're going to make a circle. We'll draw it from the center, and we'll draw it out. I'm not really again going to concern myself with the size of this. This is just a model. So I'll just go to that. And then I'm happy with that. I'll check that. And then I'm going to tip it over to isometric view. And I'm going to extrude it up to something that just kind of looks to my eye like about the right height for a coffee mug. I'll go a little more. Big mug. I like my coffee. Okay. Whoops. See? Try that again. Go with that and check. Okay. I have that. Now I'm next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and shell it out. So I'll select this face. I'll shell it, select this face and shell it. And I messed up. I'm going to cancel that. Undo. All right, try it again. So I'm going to select this face. I'm going to shell. That's too much. Let's try 10. Okay, finally happy with that. Bada boom. All right, and now I might also just put a little fillet on this edge just to kind of make it look a little bit smoother. Not too much, maybe about like that. And I'll check that. Okay, now I have the basic concept here. Now, what I need to do is I need to draw my handle. But my handle has to be drawn on a face. And as you can see, the faces are all going right down the center. So if I draw a handle on, let's say, this front face here, it's going to go right into this inside my cup. So I need to create a new sketch plane, a face that is sitting right on top of this thing, right on the edge of this thing. So I'm going to click on this front, and then I'm going to select it with my left mouse. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to do what's called an offset plane. And I'm going to pull that offset plane all the way out till it's right on the edge of my cup. You can kind of see with that shadow there, like right about there. It should be right on it. Don't want to go too much. A little delicate here. I'll go right about there. Okay, so now it's called plane 1, and I'm going to do my sketch on plane 1, which is right on the edge of that face. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to do a sketch on this plane 1 here, and then I'm going to check it. And now I have this plane. Okay, so this is the plane I want to select to do my sketch on. So I'm sketching on plane 2. Okay, sketch 2 on plane 2. Now, since I'm on this plane, I can go ahead and do my sketch directly on the plane. So I can do that. I'm going to do a circle on this plane. I'm going to go up, it's right about there, and I'm going to draw a good sized circle. Actually, I'm going to escape that. It's a little bit too high. I'm going to try that again. I'm on this plane. I'm on the correct plane. I'm up, and I'm going to draw right there. And I want a decent sized circle because I don't want a flimsy handle. And I'm going to do another one directly below, following along the dotted line. That's about the same size. I probably should measure these out, but I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and complete that sketch. That looks good. And now I have to put, so you can see they're on the face there. Now I'm going to put a line that kind of connects these two into some sort of a curving line. So I'm going to do a sketch on this right plane, because you can see the right plane, this right plane is the plane that these are going to be on. So I'm going to be on the right plane, and I'm going to go ahead and do a sketch there. Let's turn to right. Okay. So now for my line, I got a few different options. You could try kind of messing around with splines, or you could try to do some other types of lines. I'm going to just do a pretty straightforward 3-point arc. So I'm going to go from this dot to this dot, and I'm going to pull it out to something that looks about right. And that seems about right. Snapping to position. I'll go with that. Okay, now I have my 2 circles for my handle, and I have this path that it's going to follow. I can complete that sketch. And now I'm going to go ahead and go into this sweep tool, and it's asking me the faces first. So I'm going to click the faces. So I'm going to click this outside circle there, and that outside circle there. And now it's asking for the path, and the path is going to be that. So it will connect them. It'll follow that path there. That's a pretty thick handle. But I'm going to go with it. And I'm going to check yes. And I like it. All right. So I'm going to get rid of a bunch of these planes because they're kind of confusing me. I'm going to get rid of plane 2 as well. Okay, there it is. A little flaw in there, as you can see. It's not quite hitting up. I could have been a little bit more careful about that, where I dragged that that offset plane. But basic idea looks pretty good. From here, it's just a matter of selecting it all, deciding what you want it to look like. I'm going to go with a nice cozy brown mug, and I'm ready for my coffee. There it is. That's how you make a coffee mug. This one turned out a little better. I think I used the spline tool to kind of create that shape, so you can try that. This one is an earlier one I did, and this is a kind of a teacup. So I was trying to figure out how to do that, but it's not flat, so I'd have to create offset planes on this one and an offset plane on this one. It can be done, but it'll be a little tricky. At any rate, that is something to kind of play with. So good luck making your coffee mugs.